Hi guys. Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick chat. Kind of felt like just chatting with you and asking you a question. So I'll begin with a question, okay? So in my last update, a few of you guys really enjoyed my sound bath part, which really, it wasn't even a sound bath. I just got those bowls 2 days before that video, and that was basically the first time I was trying them. So I've been really practicing every single day, well, almost every single day, for some time now, for whatever, a couple of weeks, and I've been kind of advancing at it, and it's been kind of my thought all along for me to do more of these sound bath experiences, and I even have more thoughts about that, but I won't share, not yet. The bottom line is, my question is for you. Please help me. Where should I post some videos? Because sometimes I feel like, I guess there's 3 different ways. So one is create a new channel for just sound baths, so I can post more frequently and just even practices sometimes, as well as more solid style of sound baths. That would be just that. But I just keep thinking, how many channels does one need? That would be a 3rd channel, and it's a bit, maybe a lot, is it? But it would be easier if I actually advance in this direction and want to take it somewhere further eventually. It would make sense to have that channel separately. A second option is to do similar but less frequently, kind of like when I do my gardens, and when I'm ready, I would post one here on the vlog channel, and Sassy Masha vlog channel, and I would post like previews or sound baths that, not super polished per se, but maybe I'm working on something, just feel like doing something for you that day, like get the pull for it. And then the third option is to completely polish them, only keep the pieces that would be more ASMR-ish or appropriate for ASMR, and do those sound baths on ASMR channel, which kind of really limits me quite a bit, because sound baths are not always relaxing like that. They're not always sleepy. But in the way that I'm making them, it's quite gentle. It is a gentler approach to sound baths, and I'm including different things that sometimes, well, it's a different perspective that I'm coming from. So that's my question. Please tell me, what should I do? Do a separate channel, post more of them, but not as much on the vlog channel here, or again, post very rarely and only post them on ASMR channel, kind of like what Emma is doing. Emma Whispers Red, she posts occasionally a sound healing session. So thank you. I would appreciate any advice, because I'm kind of stuck in it and I don't know what to do. I want to start posting, but I'm like, should I post just on the vlog? So I might even do like a little voting on my community page, so maybe you guys can vote for me there, please. Thank you. So on an exciting note, my mom has been here. She finally traveled and came to visit us. It took us about a year and a half, close to 2 years, to get her visa renewed, which usually has been quite easy to do before, obviously, before 2022. She's coming from Russia, and there's no embassies on Russian territory for America. So we had to go through 2 different countries. One country kind of kicked us out and just kind of took the money and never replied. It was the weirdest thing. And then the other country was Kazakhstan, and it went through that rather quickly, even though everybody was telling us that it's not going to work out. So I'm wondering if I should make a video about that, or is that not appropriate? But I would make it in Russian probably, because Americans won't really care. I would make it in Russian for Russian citizens who are trying to get a visa, so we can kind of explain to you how we did it with my mom, just in case somebody needed it, but we'll have to find out. There's a lot of scams based on that, and on you getting visa for United States. We didn't get into any because we literally just did everything ourselves. We didn't ask anybody for help because everybody we've asked denied us to help, or again, they were a little too ambitious about that, and it was suspicious. And there's a lot of scammers who are pretending to do visa for you. Just take the money and go, basically. So the bottom line is, sorry for a long ramble, my mom is here. So exciting, so exciting. And she's been here for about 2 weeks, and she's going to be here for another about 3 weeks, for about 20 days, which is super exciting. So we're having all of this time together, so I'm spending so much time with her just doing different projects. I literally 2 days ago I recorded my first video in 2 weeks, just because I was so much like into entertainment with her, into going places. We did a bunch of garden tours, and we're doing a bunch of like plays with Mila, so we'd go out at 3 of us. We would do a lot of gardening. She helped me a lot with my garden too, and we just kind of we work out together, and it's been really fun. I've been really enjoying every minute of it. So now I'm kind of going back to work mode, which is important. So, and I kind of miss it, honestly. Kind of gave me a little bit of a boost in relaxation. So what else is new? Recently, me and Daryl went to Los Angeles. That was the first time we left Mila without either of the parents, so without dad or mom. And that was her first time in 5 years that she was here by herself with just grandma for 2 nights. And we went to Los Angeles, LA, Burbank. And I was supposed to do a collaboration there with one of our artists, and I was so excited about it. It fell through, unfortunately, but maybe another time. But the second day, we decided to go to this comedy show, which was called Netflix is a Joke, and we booked tickets ahead of time because we were so excited. It was a lineup of 4 artists, and it was incredible. It was the best show I've ever been to. It was in Hollywood Bowl. There were 4 artists. So there was Sebastian, Nate, Jim, Seinfeld. I'm sorry, I either know first name or last name of all of them. I'll put the picture up here. And it was by Netflix is a Joke. So it was 4 of them in the 2-hour show. It was sold out for 2 days, and it was incredible. I mean, it was really, really cool that we literally obsessed over all 4, well, 3 of them. I'm not familiar with Seinfeld. I've seen maybe like one of his shows, but I'm not too familiar. But the other 3, the Jim Gaffigan, Nate, something B, it's a long last name, and then Sebastian. Sebastian was the best. He was so funny. I swear to God, I had a couple times I like snorted almost because he was just so hilarious. I love him so much. I love Nate and Jim too. They're very classic to me too. I like Seinfeld too. He was more like a pessimistic humor, which is really fun. But you know, it was really cool seeing them in person like that. So we haven't gone to anything like that, just 2 of us overnight. So that was exciting. We really missed Mila the whole time. The whole time we were just looking at pictures and memories. It's just so funny, right? How just parenting changes you, and your free time, what you talk about is your plans with your kids in the future or the past memories with your kids. It's very interesting, but it's amazing when both parents are on the same page and enjoy that, which makes it so much cuter. Okay, what else? I wanted to thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. I know I sometimes like vaguely explain things, just because again you can see I'm warming up to telling you a little bit more about myself, about my life right now, about some of my realizations that come along. I'm just in the place where I don't want to talk about negative experiences. I know it's very important, however, to share those experiences, but I feel like it's even more important to come from a point of reflection when you have passed and healed from that experience, you know? And then you can come and you can actually create an interesting and informative conversation versus just complaining and kind of victimizing yourself a lot. So I'm trying to get there. And I feel like after that, I will be able to speak a little bit more openly of what the heck am I actually talking about. Because a lot of you are like, what trauma? What trauma? I'm like, I don't want to, I'm not ready. You know, some of the realizations that I've gone through, some of the things that kind of interconnected this year and made everything to become a real roller coaster. You know, how things, I don't want to say the word trigger you, but, you know, create an emotional disbalance in you. And sometimes it throws you off. You didn't expect that to happen. So when that happens as a grown adult, and I consider myself grown adult now, but I haven't been, I feel like 5 years ago, I feel like I wasn't there, you know, as much as I, like right now, looking at myself back then, I feel like I was a child until like I was like 30 years old. And that's wrong to say, but I feel like that's where I was. And partially that was due to some traumatic things that were happening to me. So anyway, it was very interesting to kind of analyze it, to get there, to talk to the therapist about it, and like have the aha moment and then let it go and move on. It was truly amazing, because some of the patterns, you know, in your life, you don't actually know this is happening based on something that happened to you before, and sometimes you don't even know that it was a bad thing. That's the worst thing. So anyway, lots of self-reflections before I turned 40 in a couple of years. I'm 37 now. I know I keep saying it, and everybody's like, why do you keep saying it? Because I feel like not enough people say that. Every time I watch a YouTube channel, I like, how old are you, lady? Like, I want to know, like, not that can I relate, but like, are we in the same camp? You know, I want to know what you've been through and how old you are. So I feel like I say it all the time, just so for those women who are interested, or men too, obviously, who are interested in knowing how old are you, that you're going through that, and kind of relating to you in that sense. I know I'm like super vaguely talking about things. Just, yeah, I appreciate you guys being patient with me. What else? I have super red nose because I've exfoliated today, and then I put sun lotion on, and then I wore sunglasses, and then I took off sunglasses, and they rubbed off, and of course I got a little sunburn right here, right where the sunglasses were. Do you guys have a hack for that? Because in summer, yeah, I can apply sun lotion, but literally I sweat under the sunglasses. So then when I take them off, I literally look, and there's like spots right here that are sunburned. What do you do with that? I can't just dab sun lotion every single time I take off my sunglasses, you know? So that's been that. Okay, what else? I've been using a lot of different products that I've been enjoying. Some of them are more clean formulas, some of them for hair, some of them for skin. So I might do like favorites videos sometime soon, because I've been kind of collecting for some of these things to make sure I mention things that I like and that are working for me. I still meditate almost daily. I've been really enjoying going back to meditation. And I do it slightly different than I used to do, like the transcendental something meditation that I used to do for a while. I have stopped doing that for, well, almost a year now. Well, quite a few months, almost a year. And I do more guided meditation. I found two that work really good as a combination. So I just do one first and then the second one right after that. I've been really into this ambient music that is so incredible. It's more like chants. And some people would call it probably shamanic in a way, because it's a lot of humming and kind of singing notes without actual words. But it really doesn't feel... well, I guess it does feel tribal, actually, a little bit. It feels like very authentic, you know, when you sing, but there's no words, and it's just melody and like the breath something so magical happens with that. It's like hypnotic. You don't have to really listen to the words. It's more just the melody kind of floats through you. I've been really on the kick for all the sounds and all the music. But I actually, as talk about age, right? So as a 37-year-old, I have noticed music is too loud. Okay, it's too loud. Movie theaters, so loud. What's going on? Why are they so loud? I'm like literally have to wear earplugs to hear TV, well, like the screen in the movie theater better, because otherwise it's too much. Zumba classes, when I go dancing, I use earplugs. Can you believe that? Because a few times I went like a year ago or something, I went into Zumba class and it was so loud. I literally, it was jarring to me. It would throw me off, like not in panic, but it's like I couldn't even focus on the movement. It was just jarring, loud noise. And I was like alone. I was looking at everybody and I had to leave the class, my favorite Zumba class. How dare I? It's never happened before. And it was just too much. So immediately I bought myself some earplugs, the ones that still push through the sound, you know. I can link them if you want. So you can still wear them. They're really tiny. They're like clear ones. They're not even sticking out. They like stick out this much. And they're clear and they still let the sound in, but they lower it. And it's very convenient actually because you still get the air circulation and everything. I've been really on the kick of doing shorter nails, even though literally I watch everybody with long nails and every time I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta curl my nails. I love the scratch and but then I don't miss using these nails every day, especially for gardening. So anyway, okay, I'll stop my ramble. Daryl is done putting me all to sleep. So now I'm gonna go work a little bit and just saying goodbye to you. Thank you so much again for everything, and I'll talk